Hi folks, Nick here from the Main Street Talk podcast. Are you thinking about your next Disney vacation? I can help you plan that vacation at no extra cost to you. As a travel genie at Genie Travel Company, I keep an eye out for the latest and best Disney promotions and then apply them so you get the most value for your vacation. Contact me at nick.garcia@genietravelco.com. And if you enjoy our podcast, please give us a rating in your player. Enjoy this week's show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Main Street Talk podcast, your go-to podcast for all things Walt Disney World related, all the news, updates, and tips and tricks. I'm your host, Nick, and as always with me is Joni.
Hello, everyone.
So Disney continues to have this sweltering heat advisories for Central Florida. So I don't know if you guys anybody's there right now, but I've read like 4 days in a row that they're just reaching brutal heats down there. So if you're there, stay cool, go to some inside shows, and drink plenty of water. It's just crazy. Every day I wake up and it's like, there's another heat advisory for Central Florida.
So are all the establishments with air now?
I have not heard of any other air conditioners breaking down.
Good.
So yes, everything should be back to normal.
Good. Okay.
So, but yeah, stay cool.
Be out there.
Yeah, go into some shows and stay hydrated. All right, well, let's get into the regular news. That just crossed my mind because I had another one pop up on my phone this morning. All right. In Magic Kingdom, the Walt Disney World's Carousel Progress at Magic Kingdom is now closed for major reimagining. Overnight crews installed the construction walls at the attraction entrance and exit. I saw a pretty cool video of this. It was the last running of the Carousel Progress on the last night, and there was a whole crowd of people out there after the people came out and they were singing "It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow." Mm-hmm. So that was pretty cool. And now that the Carousel Progress has closed for its reimagining, the narration for the People Mover has also changed. The attraction spiel is now muted, and there's no other narration that replaces it for the time being.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah. Why is it so quiet?
Time to take a nap.
Crews are repainting the Cinderella Castle stage in Magic Kingdom for the stage show. And there is a major rumor making the rounds this week. According to WW Magic, Disney is reportedly planning a massive rebuild of Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom, including a complete retrack and updates to the queue and loading areas. Nothing has officially been confirmed by Disney, for now it's just a rumor, but if it happens, it could be one of the biggest changes to this attraction ever. So yeah, you ever get that headache when you're leaving Space Mountain? Because it's not very smooth.
I'll be waiting outside anyway, so I won't even know anything about this refurb.
I hope this rumor does come true because I do love Space Mountain, but man, is it rough. It's a rough ride.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I can't handle it. So if they make it smoother, and I will get 4, 5, 6, 10 opinions before I may go back on it again.
No less than 10.
No less than 10.
And that's it for Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
At EPCOT, the Portraits of Courage exhibit featuring oil paintings by President George W. Bush had been removed from the American Adventure in EPCOT. They were there for 2 years. And Disney has filed a notice of commencement for construction at the Germany Pavilion in EPCOT. It appears to be for some roofing, so nothing I don't think should be disturbed there. And Lotus Blossom Cafe in the China Pavilion of EPCOT has been undergoing refurbishment this year, one half at a time. The right side of the restaurant is now closed for that part of the refurbishment. And at Hollywood Studios, Disney World has added extended evening hours at Hollywood Studio for 1 day in September, replacing the usual Magic Kingdom slot. And the restrooms near Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets have closed for refurbishment, with the entire entrance now concealed behind a substantial temporary barrier. So if you're going to go over there and ride that and you need to use the restroom, we suggest doing that before you get there.
Get into there. Is that the only restroom in that area? I can't recall.
I don't remember, but
it's not super, super large back there. It's just kind of a little. So I bet that is the only area.
And at Animal Kingdom,
before you go, I guess.
Yeah, go. Yeah. Animal Kingdom, as of July 9th, the gorilla enclosure of Gorilla Falls Exploration is back open following the introduction of the new male, but the new gorilla is not yet appearing to guests. So they still have him backstage trying to get him acclimated to his new area.
And all of his new family.
Yep. And on to miscellaneous, Joe Schott, The current president of Disney Signature Experiences will replace Jeff Valley as president of Walt Disney World Resort next month. So we're going to have a new boss at Disney World.
Oh.
Hopefully, Magical Express, bring it back if you're listening.
Hey, it worked with the gift cards.
Yeah,
so.
it did work with the gift cards. And Christmas in July, Letters to Santa returns to Disney Springs. The Letters to Santa station is officially back open for business at Disney's Days of Christmas at Disney Springs. And then Haunted Mansion merchandise collection arrives online at the Disney Store. If you want to grab your Haunted Mansion merch, it's available up online. And the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad Little Golden Book is now available.
Oh.
I want to collect all those. We got a few.
I love the golden books.
I know. We got to collect all those, the attraction ones.
I actually got one a couple years ago in my Christmas gifts from one of the kids.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Yep.
Santa Disneyland. Yep.
I do remember that.
Mhm.
And Disney Plus could soon add a free tier as viewers increasingly turn to competitors without paywalls. Business Insider reports that two people familiar with the matter said Disney is discussing making some content available for free. Now, I wouldn't expect you to see like Star Wars or Toy Story on this free platform, but yeah.
For free? What?
Yeah, kind of like, like these free tiers, they have licensing restrictions, so they can't show, I wouldn't expect to see big blockbusters on there, but maybe, you never know. And the live action Moana on opening day only made $18 million. And finally, Don Iwerks.
Only.
Well, they were expecting.
I know,
more, yeah.
I get it, but like.
It's pretty low compared to what they've been doing lately.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's taking a beating at the critics too, from what I've read. And Don Iwerks, Imagineer, pioneering camera technician at Disney, dies at the age of 96. So that is the news I have. Yeah, the Moana one, I was reading some critic reviews. People that love Moana love the movie. And it's weird because the biggest critical thing I've heard about it is it's just like the cartoon. Well, most of the live actions do exactly mirror the cartoon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the critics are just being tough on it, and the Snow White debacle last year.
Yeah.
But
you said they were already possibly talking about a 3. I'm surprised.
Moana 3, the cartoon, yeah.
I'm surprised that that's even a conversational piece if this one didn't do as hot. And secondly, Snow White being my favorite, I've not watched the movie because I've heard too many things about it and I don't want it spoiled. I really have no desire to watch it.
I don't either.
It's not going to change my love for Snow White, but
I know a couple of people that have seen it and they said it's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I should watch it to form my own opinion, but I'll watch it by myself and then I'll tell you how it is.
And then I'll peek around the corner.
All right. That's all I have for news. What do we have for Spotlight on Attraction?
Okay. So we are in Japan today. Now, these are going to be hopefully not slaughtered too badly. So if you speak Japanese, please be kind because I do not. So we got the Kabuki Cafe. The official open of this establishment was July 15th, 2001. This kiosk snack stand is where guests can enjoy the refined yet refreshing Japanese favorites. You can have the otsumami style sushi, the edamame, the kakigori, which is available in regular and large with the option to add 1 to 3 toppings for an additional charge, assorted Japanese sodas and beers, plum wine, and hot or cold sake. Snack prices vary up to about $15 each. Mobile ordering is available. Dining meal plans are not accepted. So there's that little kiosk there to grab some of your favorites. And then we're going to go over to the Katsura Grill. And then this Yakitori House is what its name was on opening day of October 1, 1982, but it was rebranded in 2011, getting its new name from the famous Katsura Imperial Villa located outside Koto, Japan. This quick service eatery is open for lunch and dinner and is known for its ramen, noodle bowls, teriyaki dishes, and more. They both have indoor air-conditioned seating and a beautiful shaded outdoor patio, so you can choose your flavor, whatever.
I would totally be interested in going over there and checking out some ramen.
Of
sure.
Course, yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, because we've not eaten there.
We have not.
No, we've not eaten in Japan at all. So note that this establishment no longer serves sushi and desserts, though. So back in the day, that was something that you can obtain there. Can't get it anymore. So you got to grab those at the nearby cafe. Let's see. So that does it for the grill. And then we have the Tefon Edo, and that opened October 15th, 2007, replacing the previous restaurant, which was Teppanyaki Dining Room, which was an EPCOT opener, as stated. Celebrate authentic Japanese cuisine during an exciting dining experience that's part meal, part show. In the communal ritual of teppanyaki-style cooking, skillful chefs chop and stir-fry dishes on grills at your table. Serving lunch and dinner, guests can choose from steak, chicken, seafood, and veggie entrees that are served with rice and noodles, or get some establishment favorites such as the edamame and assorted sushi rolls. Tables seat up to 8 persons, so larger than a party of 8, you will be split amongst tables and maybe with other guests, depending on spacing. Advanced RSVP is highly recommended and should include all guests, regardless of age. And normal Disney cancellation and modifications policies applies. This is a pricey dinner and lunch.
It's going to hit the wallet a little bit.
Be sure to do your research before looking into this one. Some entrees are as high as $45 per adult. Combinations range between $42 and $48 per adult, and premium entrees are as high as $88 per adult. So child entrees range between $18 and $26 per kiddo, and drinks not included in your meal. Mm-hmm. I'm saying they have alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. But if you think that's expensive, we got one that tops that. So that takes care of the cuisine dining for Teppon Edo. Then we go to Shikisai Sushi Izakaya, which official open was August 30th, 2023. This is an a la carte casual dining spot to take in stunning views at this delightful sushi bar and grill. Immerse yourself in scenes from Japan's seasons and festivals. Sushi lovers will marvel at the first-hand look at sushi being made behind the counter. So that's interesting.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. For an authentic experience, select from a variety of mouth-watering delicacies, including savory skewers, crispy tempura, succulent sushi rolls, and the hearty okonomiyaki. There is such a wide range of cost, so please check the website. This is the one that's...
Sticker shock?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of probably, if I'm given 3 levels, this would be the middle level because we have one that's even more
okay.
Please check the website or the My Disney Experience app for further costs because the range was just so
varied. Depending on what you're ordering.
Yeah, absolutely. Annual pass holder discount is 10% off this location. Again, you can get more information on annual pass holder exclusions and details from their website or the app. And then we're going to go over to the Takumite official open of July 5th, 2019, initially for dinner walk-ins only, but then they started accepting reservations July 16th, 2019. After an extended closure during the pandemic, it reopened in November of 2022 and introduced their upscale menu. This is a fine signature dinner, and the only dining where dining meal plans are not accepted. You pass through a magnificent threshold and are transported into a quiet haven of peace, tranquility, and beauty. Meaning House of Artisan in Japanese, the Takumite features 5 beautiful rooms inspired by all natural elements such as the water, wood, earth, stone, and washi paper. The water room is a private dining area offering a flowing waterfall with unique and exclusive atmosphere. This area seats up to 6 guests and requires a fee of $100 per party for exclusive use of the room plus a dedicated server. This dining experience price for the full course is $250 per adult.
Okay, now we're getting there.
And for a semi-course, $150 per adult. Japanese sakes ranging from $75 to almost $500 a bottle.
Wow.
They have a variety. There's lots to choose from, along with other spirit offerings. And as with any Disney dining, speak to a cast member if you have any special requests or food allergies, because spending that much money, you definitely don't want to have a hospital visit.
Yeah, you don't want to get
on
sick.
The tail end of that.
For sure.
So that's a wallet buster right there.
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay, so that'll take care of that one for us. And then we're going to go to Bijutsu-kan, the gallery. And this is an October 1st, 1982 opener. The gallery space itself has been hosting rotating cultural exhibits since day one. The original concept was to be a rotating theater with a show titled Meet the World. However, when those plans fell through, it opened as a gallery showcasing traditional historical artifacts, beginning with its inaugural exhibit. And that was titled Living Gifts of Japan. The current gallery showing is Kawaii, Japan's cute culture, and that began in 2015. Kawaii means cute and lovable and represents an obsession with all things darling like, can you guess?
Don't know.
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
I forgot about
which is
Hello
in
Kitty.
the exhibit. There is a walkthrough that features replicas of a modern Tokyo apartment, display cases tracing the evolution of pop culture mascots, and a massive melty-go-round statue designed by Favor's Harajuku artist Sebastian Masuda. Hello Kitty is the copyright of Sanrio, and I just wanted to list that in there in case anyone
Sure.
from Hello Kitty doesn't reach out to our little basement establishment we got going on and expect us to, yeah. So we're just going to throw that out there too. That is exclusive to them, copyright. So there we go for the gallery. Let's talk about the Matsuriza. Experience the thundering sound of the taiko, an ancient form of Japanese drumming. Feel the rhythm as this group of traditional Japanese drummers performs intricate musical arrangements on giant drums in a dazzling display of pure physical stamina. Japanese taiko drums have been enthralling audiences for years in religious ceremonies, festivals, and even on battlefields as soldiers pray for victory. Performances are about 15 minutes, and you need to check the app for show times.
Right.
Of course, always. Never listen to us, because what we say now is not going to be true in a year or next week.
They could even change it next week. Who knows?
So that's what we have for the music. And then lastly, we can talk about the Mitsukoshi department store. That was also an opening day experience along with the park. And this is browsing an area where you can browse a wide variety of authentic Japanese goods like Pokemon, Hello Kitty, and anime merch, traditional clothing, ceramics, and snacks, plus unique experiences like sake tasting and the Pick a Pearl station. Known to be a popular spot for unique souvenirs and gifts, this is a genuine Japanese department store and the only one in North America. Not just a Disney thing.
Right. Okay.
Typically opens. I'm sorry, what?
I said, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, it is cool. And this establishment typically opens at 8 a.m. and closes concurrently with the park, usually around 9 p.m. So, again, refer to your app.
Yep.
But there you go. That was pretty cool. We went through. It's actually much bigger than what it looks like.
Yeah.
Go in, look
They
around.
are
There's a lot in there.
Mm-hmm.
You want some odd tasting chips and stuff too?
Yep.
They got them.
Some candy.
Yeah. Dare your significant other or your child or your parent.
Is that when they had was it shrimp flavored Doritos or something like that? Yeah.
Very odd.
Very weird.
But
weird to us.
Yeah.
Weird to Americans. But
we definitely gave it a shot.
Yeah. All right.
And Nick's not a fish kind of guy.
I did not try any. Not a seafood fan.
But anyway, give it a whirl. See what you think.
All right. Well, thanks, Joni.
Yeah, you bet.
We're going to go on to this week in Disney history. July 13th, 1925, the Ultimate Disney Partnership begins. Before the theme parks and movies, a quiet wedding shaped the future of the company. On this day, a young animator named Walt Disney married Lillian Bounds in Lewiston, Ohio. Lillian went on to be Walt's lifelong sounding board and famously convincing him to change his new cartoon character's name from Mortimer Mouse to Mickey Mouse.
Thank goodness for her.
How would you like to go find hidden Mortimers?
I don't, it just doesn't roll off the tongue as sweetly as Mickey Mouse.
And on July 18th, 1955 was opening day at Disneyland. On a sweltering Sunday in Anaheim, California, Walt Disney opened the gates to Disneyland for the very first time. On July 17th, actually, they did the dedication. They had like a live thing on ABC and stuff. So, and July 16th, 1993, I had to double check this one because I thought this would have been a Halloween time opening, but I checked it on a few websites and it's true. July 16th, 1993, Hocus Pocus cast a spell in theaters. Shifting over to the silver screen entertainment, a spooky cult classic debuted on this day in 1993. Disney took a massive gamble by releasing the Halloween-themed comedy Hocus Pocus, starring Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy, right in the middle of the summer box office season. While it didn't light up the box office initially, it went on to become one of Disney's most successful, beloved seasonal films of all time.
Well, yeah. I mean, they even have a stage show with it in Halloween. So, I mean, come on. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter loves that movie. Growing up, that was like
a lot of people.
And she was born
age,
in 90. Well,
right?
You know,
yeah, a lot of people
early
born
90s.
in. Yeah, that's like their movie for sure. Their Halloween movie.
Yeah.
On July 17th, 1989, Splash Mountain makes its debut. The park debuted its next massive thrill, Splash Mountain. The elaborate log flume brought guests face to face with an array of audio animatronics and a 52-foot drop. The ride became an instant classic, defining park thrill rides for decades before its reimagining into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And on July 12, 2024, Descendants, The Rise of Red premieres. Bringing us into modern entertainment history, Disney's mega hit musical franchise expanded on this day when Descendants, The Rise of Red premiered, introducing fans to Red, the daughter of the Queen of Hearts, and Chloe, the daughter of Cinderella. The film instantly broke streaming records for Disney-branded television, gaining more than 6.7 million views in the first 3 days.
If any of you have listened to any previous episodes and we were going over all the movies initially before we were, we'll get into our movie here in a little bit, but we started out doing all the princess movies.
Yep.
So when we talked about if there were any spinoffs or children, and the answer was always the Descendants.
Always the Descendants.
Always the Descendants.
Yep.
So you missed the cue again.
I did. And when we were doing that segment, you would always cue me there, and I'm just like, what? No, I don't know.
Oh, people, I just, I can't, you can lead a horse to water, but
you can't make him drink.
Nay.
I remember doing that a few times back then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, when that's this week in Disney history.
Okay, good.
Now let's go on to our movie of the week.
Okay, 1958, Tonka. First appearance, December 25th, 1958. Runtime, 97 minutes. I could not find a budget. Box office did pull in $2.5 million in estimated U.S. and Canada rentals. The film was directed by Louis R. Foster, written by David Appel, Louis Foster, and Lily Hayward, and produced by James C. Pratt, cinematography by Loyal Griggs, and music by Oliver Wallace. It was based on a 1951 book by David Appel titled Comanche. Is it Comanche or Comanche?
I think it was Comanche.
Okay. It was based on a 1951 book by David Appel titled Comanche, Story of America's Most Heroic Horse. The book is based on a real-life horse. Comanche was a cavalry mount that survived the 1876 Battle of Little Bighorn. So the region of this filming location is primarily depicted in the plains of Montana and the Dakota Territory during the 1870s. Though it was filmed in Central Oregon, the scenery was used to represent historical landmarks of the American frontier. So the plot and storyline is the story follows White Bull, a young Sioux Native American who captures and befriends a spirited wild horse named Tonka that he names, actually. It says names Tonka, but he gave him the name.
Yeah.
After the horse is taken from him and eventually becomes the mount of George Armstrong Custer, White Bull and Tonka find themselves on opposite sides of the growing conflict between the U.S. Army and the Lakota. The film explores Lakota as his tribe area. Okay.
Yeah,
just to clear any wrinkles that might be there. The film explores themes of loyalty, courage, and the bond between humans and animals against the backdrop of a pivotal moment in American history. So while it didn't get any awards, nominations, or anything, It went completely unrecognized by major organizations like the Academy Awards and the Golden Globes. But some of its key talent persons did achieve significant accolades for the projects. Sal Mineo, who was the lead actor, wasn't recognized for Tonka, but he was already an Oscar nominee for a 1955 show titled Rebel Without a Cause, and then went on to win a Golden Globe and earn another Oscar nomination for the 1960s movie Exodus. Loyal Griggs was the cinematographer, was an Academy Award winner for his work on a classic 1953 Western titled Shane. So, although no winnings on this specific movie, there were some.
Shane was a very popular movie back in the day.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. Definitely, for sure.
I'll have to read that or watch that one again. And then you said that you had never seen Rebel Without a Cause, and I'd never heard of Exodus either.
I never heard of Exodus.
never heard of any of these.
Never heard of Rebel Without a Cause? James Dean? No?
No.
Okay.
Nope, I sure have not. So I don't know, maybe after all these, 8 years of Disney films that I get through.
Yeah. Well, they're not Disney films. Shane or
No,
Rebel
I know.
Without a
Maybe
Cause.
after all these 8 years of Disney films, I'll have time to watch some of
We can watch some ones.
That's right. So a little bit of bonus information, the Battle of the Little Bighorn. The rolling rangelands of the Warm Springs Indian Reservation stood in the windswept hills of Montana, where General Custer made his final stand. Some information regarding Fort Abraham Lincoln. A custom set was built along the Deschutes River? Is that how you say it?
I do not know.
Okay. Should have looked at that. A custom set along the Deschutes River named Fort Benham was used to depict the actual frontier outpost of Fort Lincoln, which was located in the Dakota Territory, which is present-day North Dakota. The real live historical story of the horse Comanche is that he was a famous U.S. cavalry horse celebrated as the legendary survivor of the Battle of Little Bighorn in 1876, which I had said previously. Some of the key facts is he was purchased in 1868. He became a personal mount of Captain Miles Coe. He was named Comanche after stoically surviving an arrow wound during the Battle of Kansas. And then now a little bit of information regarding the battle. In 1876, General Custer's entire immediate command of over 200 men was wiped out by Native American warriors. Regarding Comanche's survival is that 2 days later, after the war attack, that soldiers found Comanche barely alive in a ravine, and he had 7 bullet wounds, but he was left behind because he was too wounded to be taken as a prize. Now we get into Comanche's retirement. The Army nursed him back to health. They ordered that he never be ridden or worked again, and he spent his remaining years roaming freely at military forts. His legacy is that he died at 1891 at the age of 29, and he received full military funeral. His taxidermied remains are still on display today at the University of Kansas.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that is neat. I love reading about stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
So that's what I have. Tonka.
All right. Thanks, Joni.
Not to be confused with the Trucks.
The Trucks. That was a pretty good movie. I liked it. All right. On to this week's tip or trick. I think we have mentioned this before, but I just kind of want to update because I know the app has updated a little bit, in the last, I don't know. It was kind of quite a while ago, but it is a little different now. Our tip or trick, first of all, is to, if you don't know what the Memory Maker is basically or you can buy it whenever, and it allows you to go up to any photographer in the park. There are photographers all around the parks. You scan your Magic Band or your resort card or whatever, your phone, whatever, and they will take pictures of you and your family. So everybody can get in the shot. And this is a service. If you buy it, I think it's 3 days prior to your visit, you save $25. And if you go in the app, you hit your location, whatever park you're going to be in. Let's say you're going to be in Magic Kingdom. Up on the top, there's a slider, it has attractions, wait times, dining, and all that. There'll be a PhotoPass.
It's near the end.
Yeah. There'll be a PhotoPass thing you can click, and then there's a drop down of showing you where the magic shots are. Magic shot is, they might put Tinkerbell into your photo with you or something like that. The super zoom, that is where they take your picture, and then when it comes to you, it's like zoomed way out, and then it zooms right in on you. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then there's a tiny world magic shot. This is a 360-degree shot where you stand. Well, when we did it anyways, you stood under this kind of machine thing, and it takes a photo of 360
you just
degrees
hold still
of all around you. Yeah. So yeah, all that stuff is in the PhotoPass section. And like I said, if you can't, you're going to run into them wherever you go.
Yeah.
They wear bright green shirts.
But not all of them do it, so you have to ask.
Right. They'll all take your picture, but as far as like magic shots and stuff like that.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Just ask them, hey, do you do magic shots? And they may say yes. Sometimes they want to surprise you. So they may say
they
no.
like to use their own creativity, and okay if you want a special shot, but they've been doing this a lot longer, on a regular, daily, hourly basis. So let them have a little fun with you. They might get something you didn't expect.
So if they say, okay, now both of you, I want you to look up and act surprised. Okay. They're going to throw something in that photo for you. So,
yeah.
But again, you save $25 by buying at least 3 days before your trip.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's show. Our Facebook page is Main Street Talk. The Facebook group is Disney World Tips and Tricks. Our Instagram is Main Street Talk Podcast. The website is mainstreettalkpod.com. All of our links live there. We are on YouTube, audio only. And again, contact me for any travel, nick.garcia@genietravelco.com. My services are free. And we are affiliates of the Magic Candle Company. The link is on the website, and use code Main Street Talk at checkout for 15% off.
Okay.
So we will be back next week with more news, a new movie, a new country in the World Showcase.
Yeah, I think we're going over to...
Where are we going? Is it France?
We're going to Morocco.
Oh, Morocco.
It's a little one, but we'll be there.
Okay, we're going to Morocco next week. Come with us to Morocco.
Yeah, and before we head off, I got another little this or that insert to do for you.
Today, right now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, you're putting me on the spot again. Yeah. Okay, well,
I got to catch you right before you end the show because you just never know. Ready?
Okay, all right.
Frozen or Tangled?
Frozen.
Lion King or Aladdin?
Lion King.
Ariel, Moana?
Ariel.
Tinkerbell, Fairy Godmother?
Tinker.
Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse? I know what you meant.
Tink.
Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse?
Mickey.
I'm sorry?
Mickey.
Okay. Pirates of the Caribbean or Haunted Mansion?
Oh, my goodness.
Gotcha.
These are my two. Haunted Mansion. So it's my favorite.
Donald Duck or Goofy?
Donald.
You're lucky. Evil Queen or Maleficent?
Maleficent.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Okay, great. Wonderful. I would have picked the opposite. I put mine in there and yours. So
Maleficent's my girl.
Okay.
You know that.
All right.
All right, everybody. We will be back next week. Everybody have a good week, and we will talk to you real soon.
Bye, everyone.